My name is Omar Romero. I'm the Managing Director of Rose IT Services Limited. What we do is we provide managed IT services to small, medium-sized companies in Trinidad and Tobago. That could be anything from outsourcing an entire IT department to if a company has internal IT, we come in and give them anything, any support they need. At the end of the day, it's just really for companies who need really a dedicated IT resource, we're there to provide that service. My personal ethos has always been like, IT is something that should really make your life easier. Doesn't matter what business you're in, what you're into, technology is supposed to really take that hassle off of you and let you do the things you do best. I just felt sometimes it was a pain and a hassle for a lot of people having to deal with IT problems. So that was something I think personally that always drive me. And I actually went to school and I did an MBA with a focus on entrepreneurship. Not actually knowing what I would do in IT, but knowing that I just wanted to have my own business and do it on my own. While in the US, I came upon the model of managed IT services, which was really a neat way of me, just to put it simply, I could give a company an IT department without them having to spend on hiring internally and that type of thing. So I got introduced in the model, and I just felt at that time that this is something I could bring to Trinidad, and my goal at that time was to basically be the most reactive, most responsive IT service on the market. My absolute favorite part is when we get, and it's very simple, when we get something done for a client and they hear them say, listen, this was a big help, this really saved me so much time, this really solved my problem, this really made my day. That is where I get the most joy from. A challenge for me when I got started is I started as a one-man shop. So it was really just me trying to deliver the service, and when I can tell you it was rough at the beginning. Remember, I'm trying to be the most responsive, most reactive person. So I would give you an example. I am on the highway driving up from San Fernando, and I get a call from a client saying, listen, we have this problem with our IT, we need help now. And this involves me pulling aside on the highway, using my phone for internet, logging onto the laptop and fixing the problem on the side of the highway, just because it's just me, right? And that's, I think, some of the difficulties an entrepreneur would have, especially at the start, at taking on all the work. I've been the technician, the manager, the accountant, the marketing person, everything under one umbrella. You have to do all that, but it gets easier as you go along. Well, I would probably offer two tips along the lines of overcoming the challenge of getting new clients. When I first got into business, I had the most complex message. I could tell you everything about this technology, and I could tell you, cloud-based and this and that and so much and I realized people were just like, and then I realized, I need to define my value proposition. And I put myself in a potential customer's shoes. The message or the way I would explain my service in 10 seconds from when I just started the business was dumbed down so much, so if I am to explain it now, it's a very short conversation. And I think that is for any entrepreneur, just making sure that your message is concise and simple, and it really can tell somebody the value you could bring to them. With regards to the other challenge of getting clients on board, networking is one of the biggest things. The whole going in blind or going in cold to a client and trying to get your foot in the door hasn't really worked for me. What has worked for me is really speaking with people within my field, people I interact with. It could be existing clients, it could be vendors, it could be contractors I work with, and sometimes it's just as simple as saying, hey, if you have anybody in your space who needs the services I offer, just feel free to let them give me a call and get a foot in the door. And a lot of my businesses came that way. I'd say my challenge would just be to be the change you want to see. It's not enough to just sit down and complain about it, but you can really get up and make that difference. And